I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor ReFantazio. What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning, but through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version. We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. As you can see, we're going to be playing some Metaphor ReFantazio today. The new Atlus game. So this is the Persona team. They're doing a new IP. There's going to be lots of things that we're going to see in this game that are going to be very familiar, and there's going to be lots of mechanics that are going to be very, very new. Either way, I'm very, very excited about this. A new IP from Atlus and the Persona team in particular has got me very excited. This has definitely been the year of Atlus. My game of the year so far has been another Atlus game, Unicorn Overlord, and that's a very different game than this one is, but it's also very good, so go and check out that playthrough if you haven't seen it, because yeah, the year of Atlus continues, and we just continue getting great releases from Atlus. So, as you saw, this is technically the demo right now, but as it said, it will be able to transfer over into the main game. So this is going to be the start of our playthrough, and when the actual full game releases, we're just going to transfer our save file over to that and continue from wherever we left off. So that's what's going to happen. So, yep. Just wanted to let everybody know about that. So, oh, we just went off of the menu. Let's see if we can get it back. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. We got there. All right, so I started a game just to make sure that everything was running well on my PC. I'm playing this on PC, playing with a DualShock controller from the PS5, and on our PC, I'll just show you where our graphic settings are. Apparently the game runs natively in 1440p. I couldn't find any way to increase that to 4K, so I'm guessing that basically what we're going to be doing is running it in 2K, but then you'll notice that it has this render scaling that goes up to 200%, 150% should be 4K. So 200 is more than what's necessary, so I'm going to do 150. Ambient occlusion is on, texture quality is high, and frame rate will be at 60 FPS. So that's what we're going to be doing. Alright, I don't think there was anything else that was really important here in the settings. I don't think I looked at this very much, but yep, we want subtitles on. We'll see if we want those confirmations or not. Usually I don't want them, but so we'll leave that off for now. We might play around with camera speed, controller sensitivity, things like that. Dash can be toggled. If set to off, you must hold down the button. Yeah, we'll stick it with the toggle. Alright, this is where our sound settings are at. And honestly, I might be able to increase that master a little bit. That's where its default is, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll adjust it in post-production if I need to for this one, and then in the next one I may change that if it isn't where it needs to be. So, let's start a new game. God, I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long to play this demo. It's been out for a couple of days, but I was in the middle of a show and at work, and I couldn't get to it. It's been killing me.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
This looks like our world.
Curiosity. But would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Who are you, who shall guide the protagonist? Notably not the protagonist. So we as a player apparently are taking a part in this. So I think we'll be analog, and our protagonist will be Vernac. So... Is your name indeed analog? You will name the protagonist later.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? Alright, we're getting all philosophical with this one. So... not always. The thing is that fantasy is kind of born of our own sort of, like, mythologies and things, and these mythologies are often built off of, like, fears and things like that. So, like, there's a real-world power to the nature of fantasy and, like, imagination and stuff, right? It's like how we have, like, things like the Chupacabra, right? The Jersey Devil, like these sorts of things are things that are made up through imagination, but some people believe they're real, right? So there is power to creation. So I'm going to say not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself.
Some would argue that, like, some of the things that we aspire to as humans is fantasy, right? Until it becomes real, it's fantasy. So there definitely is power to the imagination of fantasy.
So
I like it.
let this tale begin.
Fun little thought experiment. Okay, so we're going to be playing on hard. We will not be playing on Regicide. I notice it looks kind of grayed out. I wonder... You cannot select this mode yet. Interesting. Okay. Atlus doesn't usually do that. But that's fine. It'll probably unlock once you beat the game the first time, but hard is perfectly fine for me. Usually I like to go up one tier from whatever the default is, so this is it. But I am surprised that Regicide is locked. I wonder why they decided to do that with this one, because they don't usually do that with Persona games.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming, mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
So it sounds like that wand actually bestows power rather than them having an innate power for magic. So it's more like a technology, just a simple weapon.
Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife ears.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Okay, damn girl. Get it done. All right.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Voice acting already is stellar. Oh shit. So humans as we understand them are rare in this world. They call them Eldas. And so it seems like the elves with the ears and the horned people are the more common races.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
I love how Gallica here is just basically Pixie. Just a reskin of Pixie. And, you know, every SMT game, you always got Pixie's always one of the first. Always.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
What mission?
What mission?
Oh, voiced!
Come on! This is no time for jokes.
I was honestly not expecting that. Is there going to be a lot of voice lines from him? If so, that's really cool. I've been asking for that from Persona for a while now.
You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The
Who's
mission's
this voice
more
actress?
important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Let me know what else she's done, because I definitely recognize her voice, but I can't place it right now. Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt, though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls. Use the movement keys to move. Hold R2 while moving to dash. Press circle to dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform and their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu.
Let's go.
Okay, so we can dodge. And we can toggle with R2 to run. Okay, I actually, since it's an R2, I might actually just make that so you hold it down. Rather than having it be a toggle. If it were like an R3 or L3, I would probably leave the toggle. So let's see, was that in system?
Stop!
I'm sensing something close, don't move.
Watch out!
Okay, a sandworm Valmo. Unknown, level question mark. Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Faceit. Press L2 to use Faceit. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay. They look pretty tough. Careful now.
Okay.
Hey, your health is dangerously low.
Come on.
Watch it.
Come and get me. Come on. I'm sorry.
Okay, so they told us it was too strong for us. Fantasy is dead. And our first death, seconds into the game.
Fantasy is only fiction, is it?
Okay.
Okay, so we definitely want to avoid those guys. So, just in case you guys are wondering, it does look like it might be a little bit jittery. Now, here's the thing, is I'm getting a pretty solid 60 here, so what I think this is bad frame times rather than us actually dropping frames. I'm assuming this will maybe be fixed in maybe a day one patch or something.
No. Looks like they found us.
We'll have to see. I could also try, because I think right now I've got FreeSync on, and I might be able to put on VSync. Maybe that'll help. We'll try it with VSync on, see if it improves it. Yeah, actually I think it does.
Come on. Your health is pretty low.
Okay, so these guys are too strong. How about these guys?
Not like this.
Okay.
All we have.
They're basically telling us, don't fight these guys right now. We are too weak. Level 1 scrubs right here.
Okay.
Okay. So, oh, I need to turn on minimap rotation if they've got that. Yeah, it'll probably be in system. Alright, maybe we don't get to do that. Alright. I'll just have to get used to it. I always prefer minimap rotation personally. But we can live without it.
I think they see us. Look.
I think it is better with the VSync on. Okay, cool. There's almost like a painterly aspect to the
You do remember what we're here to do,
art style.
right?
Refresh my memory, please?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? first, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Is it a healing spell?
Right.
It's as though music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look! Over there!
That's a road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trad is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight.
Got a sec?
Okay. Grand Cathedral's big enough to use as a landmark, yeah, I'd say. Okay, so I see shinies. That means we've got some stuff we can get. Oh, dude, these roaming enemies are like big packs.
I don't like this.
Medicinal herb.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Okay, if those worms aren't killable, these guys are definitely not killable. Freaking Chimera over here. I don't love the blurring when you're running. I don't love that effect. But we'll get used to it. Uh-oh, this is bad. Lots of animated scenes already. I wonder how much is going to be animated. This is high budget.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Euchronia. The year is 785. Euchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
O great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epoch of glory to grant me thy something. I didn't know it was gonna auto continue.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Sick.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog!
Okay, we got dog
Don't
people
try
too.
To deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Okay, Parapus and Eldas.
Such a shame.
Parapus are the dog people.
Spare some coin. Bless you.
Okay, they don't seem to be doing too well. They seem to have found themselves as a lower class in this city, it seems like.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid!
Sorry, Gallica.
Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
Okay, there's gonna be some lore to get there.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clomars and Roussants than anyone else.
Okay, what do we think is which? Clamars, horned people, Roussants, elves?
Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Dopey?
Try to keep your head down, okay?
How dare you, Gallica? I thought we were friends.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Okay, flashback?
The king dead.
Flashback.
His son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Okay, this is gonna have to do with whatever our goal is, right?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
So they think he's dead.
I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
So everybody thinks the prince is dead, but he's under a curse.
Hey, are you listening? Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Okay.
So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Press up in safe areas like towns to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
Okay. First save. We're gonna be using every single one of these slots. If you've ever watched any of my playthroughs. Okay, so R1 brings up the map. Okay, cool. Looks like there's a couple shops. To the left of us, there's a bar. Love it. And then if I push triangle, we don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down the main street and you should find the recruitment center. All right, my guess is she's gonna get mad if we try and go to the shops. I'm gonna try anyway. Seriously, a tavern? Let's not put food before the mission. We can always come back later. Yeah, food. That's what I was gonna get, is food. Okay. Now, people that we can talk to, looks like they have actual icons. I wonder if we can listen in on any of these as well. Okay, so that's the pissed. We can talk to this guy. May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. What's that? Ah, oh, damn, Elda, I can spare no more of my time entertaining your stupidity.
What do you think you're playing at?
If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work.
That's
Okay.
terribly unfair. But what is there to do now?
That was no ordinary animal. There were traces of something gargantuan crawling about after all. So many rumors concerning monsters in the wasteland, why it's all you hear about these days.
Not.
But I read about them in Julian's book. It claims there aren't any near the royal capital yet.
Terribly unfair. Well met, eh?
Here we are, Grand Trad. Frankly, I don't have good things to say for how Parapus are treated here. We know. We don't need you telling us. We got attacked by a monster in our hometown. We had no choice but to come here, regardless of how we're treated here. We got to make it work.
What's going on?
Okay.
Just can't stand it.
Till a few years ago, Gauntlet runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to. Nowadays, there's a ban on them or something. Gauntlet bearers. Something tells me that's what we're going to become. It's going to be basically our version of devil summoners. Persona users.
Ridiculous. Idiot.
You have to believe me, I saw it with my own eyes. A monster was attacking a town, and come now, if any of that were true, the army would have already been dispatched. Enough with your daft stories.
That's terribly unfair.
You probably just got spooked by a wild dog and mistook it for a monster. Normal man would have just moved on, yet here you are harping on about it. Idiot peasants. Okay, people are kind of rude here. Hi girl. You're kind of tall. I like your heels.
Huh?
Oh, she's got a portrait. You're gonna be important. Shady woman. Oh, she's gonna be a villain. Oh no.
Damn.
Oh, this looks like someone unique too. Oh yeah, with a design like that, you bet. So is she one of the dog people? Oh, they're kind of tall too. Yep, Parapus woman.
So you?
Oh, an Eldaha, pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude, just mind yourself, the city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Does that bother you? I'm fine, Parapus tribe or not, I can knock those full 6 ways from Idol's Day. I bet you can. Oh.
Oh, yeah?
Look at all these houses, pretty striking to see them from way up here. And look, there's the Grand Cathedral. That looks like very futuristic compared to the rest that's like very European. It's just enormous, and as I recall, the recruitment center's around there.
Hey!
Up ahead is Sunshade Row. It's where we saw the gallows and those beggars. Let's not go there without good reason. Dude, like, look at the scale of this place, though. It's a nice effect. Like, it's not going to be the highest fidelity game or anything, but, like, the art style does wonders for it. It really does.
Damn.
Alright. You and you. We're already meeting some bangers over here. Okay.
You little bastard, you.
Imbecile of a driver, how long will this take? Can't help but notice we passed the recruitment center back there. I bet I could register for the army faster than this carriage can exit the city, so hurry it up before I put a bounty on your horse's head.
If I may.
Now, sir, please have patience. With the royal funeral approaching, foot traffic is at an all-time high.
Here?
Oh, God, I just want to hear everything.
Grant me guidance. Close your eyes.
The royal funeral for His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Forden will be in attendance as well. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event. Wait, what was that name?
Oh, God.
Can I talk to him again?
Grant me guidance.
No, we can't. Okay, weird.
Oh God, grant me guidance. Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
I sure am.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it? Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
Oh, I won't be staying long.
Oh, I don't think I'll be here long.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
I guess I don't have to voice my answers if he's
Well,
gonna
that
talk.
was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway,
All right.
we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
And we gotta listen to Elf Mommy.
Let's head there.
Warning heeded. Okay.
This is a joy!
Do the Lycian Magic Association igniters have to be so damn expensive? I suppose all magic igniters are pretty costly. I hear you, mate. Maybe I'll lodge a complaint with the shop owner, you know, like I did at the exchange earlier. Now, this shop is owned by Brigitte Lycian. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. Lycian. I'm sure we'll hear it said at some point. I heard she isn't one to be trifled with. Regardless, I'm a paying customer. Let me speak with her.
Oh. You are?
Oh, the recruitment place? Go down the street towards the cathedral. It'll be the building on the left. You looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work for Eldas, I guess. Ellipses. What, nothing left to say? Move along, irritating little shite. I've given you more than enough. People are rude here.
What am I to do?
Nobody expected His Majesty's passing. There's no heir either. The Sanctus Church had him wrapped around their finger. He was good as dead to begin with. My concern is how the annexed countries will react when they discover the royal bloodline is no more. I hope we can avoid a civil war.
Leave it out, mate.
The Grand Trad, royal capital. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. Maybe we should wear a hat or something. Cover up those ears. Do the horned people have regular ears like mine? If so, then a hat would probably work, right? We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. Oh, okay. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall.
All right.
So it's like a faux pas to cover your heritage then? Your tribe is what they're saying? Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission, and on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead.
All right, then.
It sure is.
What are you playing at?
Really now?
Huh? Recruitment center. What, you want to enlist or something? It's just down this road, if that's the case. An Elda enlisting? Bloody hell, what'll it be next? Wouldn't be in such a sorry state if Louis were in power. A mouth on this guy. If we weren't focused on saving the prince, I'd give him a piece of my mind. Let's just grin and bear it.
What are you playing at?
Look at this guy.
You there?
The masked shopkeeper. Young man, might I interest you in our shop's wares? This is no ordinary Mustari shop.
Sorry.
We're actually in the middle of something. We've got something to do at the recruitment center. The recruitment center? Well, if you're lost, it's a large building down this street and to the left. Stop by when you have time.
I know.
I do business here all the time, so if you're in the area, do stop by. You got it, buddy. I'll be back. I'm sure of it.
I'm out of ideas.
When I heard that His Majesty had been killed, I could hardly believe my ears. But he was a man indifferent to festivities. His death will not cause any disruptions. Well, as long as we have His Eminence Sanctifex Forden, this country will be safe. Okay, I'm guessing that that's the shady horned guy who killed the king.
Beg pardon?
So, Eminence Forden, huh?
Excellent.
The one who was really smug. Rumor has it Forden will become the next king, but the decision is ways off yet. It's the duty of all Ishkia to guide the ignorant masses.
My wits have left me.
I agree, there's no future more dismal than having a rogue as ruler. Okay, so we've got winged people too.
Though.
Where are you going? That's not the way to the recruitment center.
Excellent.
Don't I know it. Let's go though.
Elder rubbish.
Dear me.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet swaddled lordlings. Why are you here?
Look at these guys.
Your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country.
Jesus.
Mark my words. War will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Dude, these portraits are so good.
You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age?
Look at Gallica like hiding.
An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So,
Jesus.
What brings you to enlist?
This fucking guy. I need the money.
I need the money.
Pragmatic, if nothing else. But I suppose a vagrant like you could use the work. So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Ooh, I wonder if this will affect our beginner stats. I can take a lot of punishment. If that equals a higher HP pool starting out, higher vitality, I'll take it.
I can take a lot of punishment.
Really now? I'd not have guessed. Sounds like an invitation to me. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Okay. Please enter the name of this story's protagonist. Ooh, can I actually fit? The first game that let me fit the whole vernacular in there. I usually have to go with vernac because they usually short me. So, the name of the protagonist is vernacular. Yes, indeed it is.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
It's probably not a good sign that I've already died twice, huh? Let's not tell him that. What a long line. Guess we've got no choice but to wait our turn. Okay, here's that guy. Young nobleman. Whoa. You enlisting as well? Line starts behind me, if so. Or was there something you needed? Are you really noble? I take it you overheard my interview? Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence.
Well,
something tells me that might not be entirely true. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Whoops. I didn't want that to auto-continue.
Whatever.
You're so young, are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go round. As it were. Is that the currency, Reeve? You want a magic igniter, join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapus can stand a chance.
Look at that.
There sure are a lot of wanted posters. This is no time for gawking. We have to get in line.
What's the world coming to?
Ah, blast it. I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick Reeve here. They really make you work alongside creepy Elda? Parabus I can deal with, but Elda are right ominous. Where'd you hear that, bro? God's own scriptures, that's where. Guess you can't expect an Elda to know shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Oh, it'd be satisfying, though.
Wait!
Okay.
Oi there!
Can't even spell your name, bloody parapus. Oh look, there's like a mouse person right there too. That captain seems like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We just have to put up with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. Okay, we're gonna have to cut. What, you're cutting in line too? Everyone will get their igniters in order. No one ever follows directions. Why do only thugs come in here? Okay, there we go. Join the queue. Waters Day, evening.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An Elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
So we're like really rare and really hated.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
I like this guy.
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Roussant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Same to you, friend.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
We never got a name. Cinder Igniter.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. They must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Okay, a map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings.
So I see that we have L3 for log, but then we have R3 for memorandum. Cool, so we can look up like keywords if we don't know what something means. Very cool.
My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Oh, good.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because
place
it's the last
full
full
of pain.
night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Yeah, man, all of the portraits have been so good in this game too.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Didn't you just say that we needed to get rest? Morning already?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning? Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
I mean, with as much prejudice as we're seeing, like, was this emperor, this king, actually very good at what he was supposed to be doing? Because it seems like there's a lot of these tribes that don't have it very good in this world. It never gets easier.
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay? Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. I'll drop it. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories.
And the world in the fantasy looks like ours. Interesting.
Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies?
Okay, so not our world
I
then.
guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal.
Definitely not our world.
I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
It's fascinating what they're doing, turning it on us and calling it a fantasy, because it's like, that is the ideal world that we would all want. Like, I just mentioned before that the ideal world that we wanted could be considered a fantasy because it doesn't exist yet, right? And that's exactly what they're kind of touching on here.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
We turn the fantasy into reality, and the world will be a better place.
Good night.
But for now, it remains fantasy. All right. Save our game.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk.
Is this the prince?
I've been reading, and I hope that someday
the one who's
we
cursed
can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Okay, sickly prince. So the curse is already starting to take him, whatever it is.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
I wonder if all Elda have two different colored eyes.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
One day remains for what?
Let's see.
Ominous. All right, I wonder how far we've come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. You can view information about your surroundings in the world map, use the movement keys to highlight the location you want to learn about, then press X.
This place.
Let's see.
Okay, so a squad camp, a fort camp, a land used as a rest camp by armies who are en route to the northern border fortress.
This place here.
And the northern border fort. A fortress built to defend Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disuse, it is now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Let's see.
Was the plan to camp out there tonight? The fort's just past it.
Hey, don't forget.
The northern border fort. This is where our contact should be, so hopefully we find him quickly. Okay?
Okay then.
All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination. The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
A world with only one tribe.
It tells of a world united as one tribe.
No discrimination, eh? A far cry from our world, then. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
Man, everybody's so aggro.
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
I back up mine.
Didn't think you'd just challenge
Me and mine,
straight out.
ride or
You've got
die.
Guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clamar, I'll let it go this time, but only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
So who are all the lesser tribes? We know that the dog people and the Eldas. It seems like the bird people might be fine, but like for sure the horned people and the elves are definitely the higher tribes. But I don't know about like the what all have we seen? We saw like the mouse person. We don't know anything about their race, their tribe. We don't know much about the winged people. I don't know where they fall in the hierarchy. If they're considered lesser or higher.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll.
Stroll.
Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia.
Okay.
And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it. For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
By the skin of my teeth! Now, Where was I? Right, as for you, fresh meat.
Someone help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the ball. Master's wounds.
You want us to go
Such
on ahead?
a true leader,
alone?
huh?
Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause?
Says the guy staying
the
behind.
guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's royal army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go!
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
I don't see a fairy. She's with me.
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way.
Oh, she's got
It's
like
Galka.
armor on now.
So you travel
Nice.
together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with
Hey,
you.
don't make promises if you can't cash that check, man. New ally, Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out. Okay?
Well, this is an unexpected turn of events, but don't lose sight of our mission, okay? So our ally is inside here?
Yep.
That's my guess. Somehow we've got to find him. Ugh, you're running with such purpose. What was that you were talking about? You said something about your ally?
Actually...
Oh, it's nothing. I was just worried about the soldier inside.
I see.
Well, whatever the case, this situation concerns me too. Let's go inside. Alright, dude's got a big old sword. Northern Border Fort. Okay. Left for items. Medicine, medicinal herb, 50 HP, 100 HP. Key items. Heirloom greatsword, legacy sword, fairy saber. Oh, so Gallica can actually fight. I didn't know she was going to be a party member. It's cool. Okay, if we go to the right, we get to see skills. We have Mage Fire, uses equipped igniter to deal weak magic fire damage to one enemy. Stroll doesn't have anything apparently. Shouldn't he have gotten one too?
Let's keep moving.
Memorandum, menu, and touchpad doesn't do anything right now. Okay.
This is...
She just chills on my shoulder. That's awesome. Holy shit. What the devil?
There it is. That's a human.
Sure, if you say so.
Underground! Charging! Pursue!
I can't wait to figure out what crazy lore reason there is for them being called humans.
Have to help the survivors.
You know it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Damn it.
Damn, this is horrific. So many dead. Grius, I hope you're safe.
Hurry!
There's no time to waste. If we look, we may find some that still draw breath. No, none of them are breathing. Damn, we were too late. There might be others. Let's keep searching.
This is bad.
Shit, dude. Here come those Atlus designs, huh? Get back. We've got company.
What?
What's the deal with this one? It feels similar to that monster from earlier. It's smaller, but is that a human too? Looks like we're going to have to fight it. What if it's a human? Do we even stand a chance? All the more reason we can't just let it be. Trust me, I have some history with them.
What do you think?
Besides, our only hope right now is to join forces and strike as one. Would you not agree? I'm glad you've still got your wits about you. With you here, we might just get through this.
Got it?
Look, we don't stand a chance against that thing if we attack it separately. We can only fight it if we work out a plan together.
Take care of it, please.
Understand? The two of us working as one, I'll trust your judgment on the timing of the attack. Press triangle to engage in a squad battle alongside your allies. You can press triangle anytime, but if you use square attacks to stun enemies first, you'll start the battle with an advantage. Stay on the offensive by continuously attacking with square to deplete the enemy's break gauge that appears next to them, eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
Okay.
Cool.
That's all we've got.
Squad battles with stunned enemies. When engaging in a squad battle against a stunned enemy, one party member will perform an advantageous initial attack. In addition, enemies remain stunned at the start of battle. Be sure to take advantage of this. Yeah, that's a pretty good bonus. Oh, here we go with the battle music. I've heard this in the trailers a little bit. I'm gonna love it. It's Meguro, I'm gonna love it, okay? In squad battles, press square to attack with your equipped weapon or press triangle to use skills, which consume MP. Performing an action will expend one turn icon, seen at the top of the screen. When all turn icons are consumed, the opponent's round begins. On hard, enemies receive an additional turn icon in most battles, okay?
The power of fire!
Is there going to be a press turn element to this too? Okay, right now we do not have control of what's his face? Stroll? Okay, I don't see any option to change that right now, but I'm assuming we will eventually. Status. We've got L2 to analyze.
Guess we better stay on our toes.
L1 is tactics and escape. Here we go, tactics. I should be able to...
It's your call.
The party will only use standard attacks while oh, do I not get to control them at all? Well, we'll see if we get control of them later.
I'm counting on you.
We'll let them decide for now.
Let's go.
All right.
Burn!
They chose the wrong opponent.
Okay, the bonuses for being unscathed. There we go. Unscathed Triumph, it says. Cool.
That was the last of them.
All right!
Whew, we pulled through somehow. We're alive, and that's all I could ask. Let's press forward while we still can. Okay, that's where we came from. Looks like there's some pathways over here.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Some medicine. Very good. Can we jump? No, there's no jump button. Okay. We've been playing some SMT5 recently, and there's quite a bit of platforming in that game, so...
Let's push through! Let's give him a fight!
Stay calm, everyone.
The power of plus one!
Okay, so he does have fire.
Nice job, Stroll.
Okay, and then because of the stun.
Not done yet.
I'm assuming that only lasts one turn, though.
The next one will fall just as easy. Okay, not bad at all.
Okay, level 2. So, our stats. We have strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck. Just like most of our SMT and Persona games. Cool. So, it looks like it gave us a bonus in strength naturally, and then we get 1 point to put where we want. It does look like we got an endurance bonus, which I'm guessing we got from that, answer that we gave. Raises hit evasion and escape success.
Whew. That should do it.
Oh, I can break these. I don't know if there's a reason to, but...
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
God, I love Atlus games. So stylish.
I think I'm getting used to this.
We made short work of them.
Come on! We have the edge.
We make the first move.
The power of... Let's wrap this up!
Not
bad, if I say so myself.
I won't hold back! Still up?
Burn to ash! Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
We made short work of
I'm
them.
gonna love it. I swear to God. I already do love it. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so weird and I love it. Meguro can do no wrong.
Nice find. Looks like it could be
Revival medicine, good. It's a good thing to have. Seems as though it's locked. Okay, I wonder if that'll be a one-way from the other side at some point as we move further in.
Wait.
Hold on.
Be careful.
There's another one. If it spots us, this could get nasty.
Hey!
But we have the element of surprise. We could catch it off guard if we strike now, right? If you manage to successfully attack an enemy without being seen using square, there's a chance their entire breakage gauge will deplete at once for an instant stun.
Okay.
Alright, how's that? This battle's ours. This could be our chance. Go!
Get in there! Finish him
The
off!
power of fire!
Let's go! Fire! Still here?
Watch out! You're barely holding it together!
Okay, because they get 2 moves. So it seems like the stun isn't guaranteed to take away that first turn then.
Another fight like that.
Okay, let's see if Gallica has healing magic. I don't know if she does. Oh yeah, we don't have access to their magic pools. Okay.
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out how they have a save system in dungeons. We haven't seen how that works yet.
Look! Let's push through! We have the edge.
And we'll win this.
Get ready!
Burn to us!
Okay, bro, you need to like slow down on using your MP.
Even easier than expected. That was the last of them.
I haven't had the chance to change his tactics to conserve. He's still breathing, but he's badly wounded. And Elda, don't bloody touch me. I'm in a bad enough spot without you making it worse. That monster showing up was your fault, wasn't it? Bad luck follows you people. Of course this is how it ends, damn it. Damn it all to bloody hell. So, Eldas seem to be the closest to humans as we know them in our world, and I wonder if there's some kind of correlation between these monster humans and the Elda from far past.
Run!
You're so young. Fresh recruit. Get away from here now. That thing is up ahead.
No.
There's still more soldiers left alive, right? We can't just run and leave them be. You're too late. That monster, we can't. Just run away. Stay away from that thing. Can I change tactics from here? I'm guessing in the menu, maybe.
Damn it!
Damned Elda. I knew this fort was cursed. You're why that horror attacked.
Hey.
Oh, calm down. It's not his fault the human appeared. You must know that, surely. Everyone's dead. They all had families. Help me, Elda. I don't care anymore. I don't want to die.
Damn it.
Nice! I bet we'll find a use for that.
Okay, so far Gallica hasn't been a part of the fight, so she's probably like our navigator, so she probably has passive abilities.
Hold on.
Wait.
You
too, perhaps you're searching for someone?
I get it now.
That's right. I thought as much, now it makes sense. Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason. Well, to tell you the truth...
What?
Oh, that cry, is that the human from earlier?
Was that?
It sounded like it came from the top of that tower. Maybe there's still soldiers fighting it there.
Hurry!
We'll handle our personal matters later. Rescuing any survivors takes precedence. To the top of the tower.
Let's hurry.
Okay, that's where we came from.
Alright, how's that? This is our chance!
This could be our chance! The power of fire! They chose the wrong opponent.
Not bad. I'll strive for greater heights.
Yeah, we'll just throw another into magic. A broken igniter. Okay. Maybe something we can sell?
Okay, let's give this all we've got. Settle this quick. A tough one. Nice.
Troll always comes through.
Save your strength.
Yeah, bro's a lot stronger than us. One of these days I'm gonna learn whatever this dude is singing in the background and I'm gonna know it verbatim. And I'm just gonna come into a random video and I'm just gonna start singing it at the top of my lungs. Perfectly. You just watch. You just watch. And you're all gonna be so fucking impressed with me.
Do it.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's ever anything here, but they could be hiding things, I guess. So far that doesn't seem to be a thing. Anything we can pick up is really bright, shiny blue, so... Come at me, bro. Okay, he saw me, so we're not gonna get our,
Oh, I think they see us.
Incoming!
Okay, well, that's my bad. I deserve that.
Still fight.
Okay, and enemy ambush squad battles. If you are attacked in a dungeon, you'll be forced into a squad battle that begins on the enemy's turn, which is dangerous. Clearly. Oh, and he missed.
Hurry up, quick!
Not like this.
Get up!
Okay, MC death does not equal game over.
Wake up!
That's good to know, actually.
Still in a fight here.
I think we're probably still gonna lose.
Badly wounded.
Especially with him getting 2 attacks each time.
My best wasn't
All right,
enough.
fair enough. I let myself get got. Fantasy is dead. Now, I don't know. So are we gonna go... Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's like,
somewhere safe.
there's like checkpointing. That'll take some getting used to.
Alright, how's that? We have the edge.
Not used to that in my Atlus games.
Now get ready.
I won't hold back. A tough one.
Okay, the stun held, which is good. Now, since we're the only one leveling up right now... Oh, I should have checked. When we leveled up, did we refill our MP? I don't think we did. That's also something that I always like to learn at the beginning of an RPG. Old coin.
Come on! This is our chance!
Let's settle this quick! Wish every fight was that easy, eh?
Be careful. There's more of them.
Alright, how's that? Okay, let's give this all we got. I think I'm getting used to this.
Some enemies are still around. Careful now.
Come on! This is our chance! Let's take them away!
Last one! Took one out.
Nice!
Keep it up!
Let's go!
They chose the wrong opponent.
Alright, how's that? This battle's out.
I thought that was an item. Nice, dude.
The next one will fall just as easy.
I think that's all of them.
Oh, there was an item too. A Magla pill. 20 MP to one ally. Okay. Okay. If we don't get a revive of some, or like a heal of some kind before we get to the boss, we could use that on Stroll. Okay, so Magla for MP. Those are going to be items that are probably going to be fairly rare, but will be very useful to have when we have them. The roof is just up ahead. Might have a moment. If I'm honest, I have my doubts there could be survivors. Facing that monster together may not even save anyone at this point. But I'm gonna do it anyway. It's the noble thing to do. Isn't that just throwing your life away? Why do this if it's possibly for nothing? Because if there's a chance that there's even one survivor, then I'll not be the noble who runs away. Ooh, there's something in his past in that one, huh? Did he run away sometime in his past, or did people he loved die because a noble ran away? Something's there. Not this time. I could never live with myself. This time? Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking it's probably him who did it at some point in his past, and so now he can't do it again. Hey. And you? You plan to forge ahead despite the risk? I take it you refuse to die until you found whoever it is you're searching for. I won't let you die up there, bro.
That's true, but...
I can't just leave you to die up there. I'm touched. Even in a situation like this, you worry more for others than for yourself. Well, if I run now, I'll never deliver the message and the prince will die. We have no choice but to press on.
I'm heading out.
Well then, lend me your strength.
What do you think?
Oh, this feeling, I knew it. That human from earlier is up there. What should we do?
You're right.
Right, we can't help anyone if we just charge in and get ourselves killed. Let's make sure we're prepared before we head in. Okay, so it doesn't seem like they're gonna give us the heal. So I think that I'm gonna need to use this. Okay. Wish me luck.
Ready? Yep.
Try not to do anything rash. Okay, here we go. A lot of times, Atlus games are hardest on harder difficulties at the very beginning. Damn you, ugly.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
Jesus Christ, look at, like, head wings with a bunch of mouths and... I don't know what's going on, but it's nasty. It's nasty.
It's horrible! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
Humans. Disgusting.
We can't let it get away with this! We have to hold it off somehow!
Peril.
Darned humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
No, the mission depends on our survival. Okay, well...
I won't hold back! Vile monster! You're mine!
Did that do 3 damage? Yeah, we're in trouble.
Oh, please!
This is probably scripted, though.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this! Burn to
1 damage. It's waiting to see what happens.
How is it this strong?
What more can I do? The prince is my best friend. I need to save him. I can't die in a place like this. And yet...
I'll distract it. You two, run!
But...
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live.
What a freaking baller, dude.
This is it.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run before it...
Okay, how are we getting out of this? Awakening to my persona? Yeah?
Oh, anguished traveler.
Persona.
Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment.
We talking to
Thy
some
path
goddess
may
right now?
fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
This is just... It truly is just fantasy Persona. Jesus! I'm sorry, but come again? Did you just rip out like a robotic heart? I don't know what's going on in this world, man. Kind of reminds me of Xenoblade. The Ouroboros from 3.
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
Okay, so archetype skill, Seeker, and now we have Psych, which is Wind, and Day, which is Recovery. All right, so I'm guessing that Wind is about to be a weakness of this guy. Let's go.
Wind!
Homo Gorlio.
All right, that did the trick.
My own power doesn't even compare. What's more, it can use magic despite its lack of an igniter. I can read. And I resist wind. Okay. So these archetypes are going to give us our strengths and weaknesses.
If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Okay, is this where we get guard? Attacking weak points. Ah, here we go. Weaknesses. Certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you've hit one of these weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. Hitting an opponent's weakness or scoring a critical hit against them will only decrease the turn icon by half. So yeah, it's a press turn, essentially.
Looks like it mainly attacks
Well, we'll see if it is different in any major way, but... Okay, so we have individual parts. It says mission is to attack the wing or the leg.
Scour!
That's it! Stay on
It's
it!
okay. Seeker! Wind! Alright, how's that?
We've got to hit the other spots too.
Okay, can we make it one more turn, or should we play it safe and heal? You know what I should do? I should hit a weakness and then heal.
Scour!
You hit their weakness!
I will Seeker!
Okay, pretty decent heal too.
Wait, what? It's healing?
Rude!
It's eating its own fruit to heal? We can't kill it fast enough! It's just gonna fix itself up no matter what we do! Ick! I can't believe it's eating from its own body!
I feel like we're gonna run out of MP if we just start thrashing, so I wonder...
Let's go!
Now we gotta try and abuse weaknesses.
Wind!
Let's see if it has a weakness to wind. It does not. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to... Okay. So we hit a leg.
Come on! Let's stay calm. Come forth, Royal Soul!
If we don't take out those apple things, maybe there's something I can do. Hey, can you let me handle this?
Sure. Have Gallica knock down apples to keep the foe from healing?
Understood. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Now it can't heal
Yeah,
itself
go girl.
anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in
Seeker!
there.
Wind!
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
Okay, so he doesn't have a weakness to wind right
Better be
now.
sure.
So that does 20 damage.
Seeker! Scour!
And that does, yeah, okay. So Psych is still gonna be way, way better.
Seeker! Wind!
Nice dodge. Not like they could get you with that.
Seeker! Scour! Still up?
Watch out! You're
Can't give up now.
Together.
Seeker! Wind!
Norlio's apple.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Okay, so our archetype thing just got to level up too.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us.
So everybody has the potential.
The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice?
She heard
and
it too,
you,
huh?
What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy! Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
Look at this fucking guy. Is this the dude we're looking for? The one we're supposed to give the message to?
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about.
I like Grius already. He better not be that JRPG character who
The lad's
betrays
out
us by the
cold,
end of the game.
But he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
There's always one, and it better not be you, Grius. You seem like a cool dude. Grizzled old man.
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes, Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
Through the mirror lies the prince, deep in slumber in the hidden village.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer...
So we know who did it.
You're just gonna crown a new king.
Who is Louis?
Who's Luis?
Luis.
That's a real question.
Okay, so that's
About
Luis.
15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others.
Okay. We got some people in the shadows, some of our other enemies in the game, I'm assuming.
Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of Magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general, the youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands. And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
How did he get away with it? If that happened so long ago, why did the king keep him around? It seems like people knew that Luis did it, so how did he get away with it? Like, how did that word not make it to the king?
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
Grius is so ready to cut a bitch. Calm down, Grius. Stand down, man.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help.
He's a good guy.
Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you, yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands, and you'll raise them at my command.
I mean, I'd rather have you as my leader than, what's his name? Killinger or whatever? I can't even remember his name.
We have to.
That's how much I respect him. Quest start. Operation Save the Prince from Death's Curse. Save the Prince from his curse and defeat Luis Guebern, the treasonous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king. Deadline unknown. Ooh, the deadlines are going to be an interesting thing, okay?
Luis will also be at the royal funeral. If we're not back to the capital by then, we lose our chance at his head. But no main roads. That'll mean checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Comrade, new ally, Grius. Grius, the battle-hardened veteran, has become your ally.
Feels like the mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy. Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
Humans are awful, it's true.
It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony.
He obviously has some extra powers too, because it's presumed from the opening cutscene that the king had some kind of like protection magic that should have been pretty hard to bypass. And this guy was able to just stab him in the chest. So...
he will die by my hand.
Alright, so this is going to be the old grizzled guy who dies in the first act of the game then. Most likely. My guess is that poor Grius here is probably going to drop during the assassination attempt. A fire should keep the really dangerous stuff away, I hope. Alright. Idol's Day, night, 6/5. Well, I think this is our first episode. Shit, a lot happened already. Got a little bit of an introduction to the capital, the world, our main enemy, it seems like, in what's his face? I already forgot his name. Luis. Yeah, so we also went through our first boss fight. Little bit scripted, gonna be on the easier side, but as we go through, I'm assuming that the press turn system is going to really kind of come into its own here. So yeah, thank you all for being here and joining me in this first episode. I am thrilled about this. This game is really, really cool. And like, yeah, I mean, like, it's not gonna be the biggest powerhouse like graphically, but I mean, just look at it. It's just a good looking game anyway. I think Atlus has always been good at that. They kind of know where to put their resources, and they always make an art style that can hold up, even if like their textures aren't the best, their models may not always be the best, but they always go above and beyond, I feel like, and they somehow make something that just ends up being cohesive and beautiful and so much fun to play. So, you know, you gotta hand it to them for that. And this game looks like it's gonna be no exception. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Have a good one, everybody, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters: Darren York, ZTD, Chris Murphy, JW, Quinless, Vlado101, Bruce Wizzle, Black Mamba 90, Eureka Gecko, Pedo Kuto, Shadow Raven, Anna Kate the Great, Emily Kuzanoa, Philip Dougherty, Timothy Jansen, Skip, Naya, Turkeyfoot 27, Bean Curry, Nathan McComb, Sefka, DWJ Media, and Nadia N. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.